The current economy is the best we have ever seen. That's what the stats can prove. The stock market keeps breaking record highs. The jobs are extremely abundant. Inflation is extremely low too. With record low levels of interest rates, people can borrow more money, get a bigger house, and buy better cars. We are in the new age where the Fed will buy stocks to support their prices and ultimately achieve a permanently high plateau. It's the best economy in human history. You came here for the statistics, so let me give them to you. Today we're going to look at the absolute best economy the world has ever seen. I'm going to show you the statistics that really prove that point. I want to begin by taking a look at the stock market. The stock market will never go down again. And how do I know that? I can just go back here, take a look at the 5-year trend. I can take a look at the 10-year trend. And in every single case, I only see up. It is only ever going to go up. At least that's what they say in the media, simply because the Federal Reserve will be there to print money to make sure it never falls. We have been told by many individuals out there in the mainstream media that the stock market can't go down as long as the Fed is printing money and keeping interest rates at record low levels. As I mentioned before, these record low levels are really benefiting the consumer. I'll give you some statistics about that in a minute, but just wanted to show you the fact that the S&P is well over 3,000. It's probably heading its way to 10,000 for all we know. And if there is going to be any sort of downtrend, it's going to be very minimal, because the Fed is our friend. If you look at this next one, unemployment, you just have to look at these stats. You know what it's all about. You've heard it in the media before. 3.5% unemployment rate. Essentially what we have is every single person working, and apparently their wages are increasing as well. This data here just shows you how beneficial the Federal Reserve's policies have been. They're always talking about making sure that there is maximum employment, and by printing up fiat currency, they have been achieving maximum employment. I'm not exactly sure how that correlates. There's explanations I've heard before, but ultimately what we have right now at this time is the Federal Reserve with their quantitative easing. They've gone into the markets and they essentially print money out of thin air, and then what they do is they buy up all the debt, and that supports the economy, allowing for more of an abundance in the job market. Well, let's look at this. The initial jobless claims, if you see these statistics, they have been going down and down and down. Since the financial crisis, we've seen less people filing, less people showing up on the stats, and that right there gives you an indication of where we're headed. It is into positive territory all of the time. This is the non-farm payrolls. Every single month we get these numbers out, and hundreds of thousands of people every single month are being hired. I would like to actually get a total here of all the people that have been hired, but it's every month, hundreds of thousands. The economy is obviously doing fantastic, and there's no argument there. This stat just proves it. Average hourly earnings of all employees, total private. This has been going up every single month since the financial crisis. We have watched the amount that people are getting paid growing and growing and growing. People are making a lot more money today than they were a few years ago. Way more money, in fact. And you could see that because the stats are showing it. This is so fantastic because everybody is just able to do whatever they want with their money, and it seems like it's in abundance right now. This right here is the PCE rate. The Federal Reserve loves to use it. Personal consumption expenditure. It's at 1.6%. So your inflation rate that you are dealing with in your daily life is actually 1.6%. That's basically nothing. So everything that you buy only goes up on average 1.6%. That's fantastic. That means you don't have to worry about any of those inflationary pressures matters. Nothing to do with your food prices, your energy prices, all of that good stuff. Well, they actually do exclude it, the food and energy, but let's ignore that for now. Regardless, okay, now we're just going to move on to this here, the effective federal funds rate. The Fed funds rate is basically the most important interest rate potentially worldwide. The Federal Reserve sets this rate, and you can see what has happened over the last little while since the financial crisis. It has remained excessively low. That means that people can borrow more money. You can buy more stuff as a result, and buying more stuff means better economy. Okay, that's how they translate. You're going to go to the store, you're going to buy a lot of things, and you're going to use your debt, your credit card, whatever it might be, because the interest rates are so fantastically low right now. Another one connected with that is this, the mortgage rates, 30-year fixed rate mortgage average in the United States, 3.73%. This means that you can now buy a bigger house. Exactly that. We are watching people taking on more of a mortgage because you can stretch it out for decades, and of course you can always take that money out in a home equity line of credit. All of this has made people's lives easier and easier and easier. It's fantastic. Some people look at the store closures as a bad thing, but why would you do that? All of these stores are giving discounts on products. If you go into these stores, whether it's Sears, another department store, or what have you, you're going to be able to find cheap products. So get in there and buy everything you can. It's funny, we're always looking at those people out there who think that the stock market is going to fall, who think the economy is not doing well. That's why I found this interesting. Stock market pessimists have raised the concern that the recent strength of equities comes down to transitory factors like the Federal Reserve easing and stock buybacks. I mean, that's a joke. The truth is right here. That ignores the fact that much of the market rise has been driven by strong economic news and solid corporate earnings. What about that trade deal? They didn't even mention that in here. That's the real reason why everything has done so well. We have seen such good news coming out of that trade deal over and over again. We've been seeing the exact same news, trade optimism, trade optimism, trade optimism. I've been seeing it every day now for about 2 years. That's the real stuff, not the Federal Reserve easing and buybacks. I mean, come on. What kind of fool would talk about that thing when that's transitory? That's not here to stay. That's just transitory. There's so many jobs out there today. Right now, in 15 seconds, you can become an Uber driver and you'll be out there making money. And as I shown you just previously, the wages are going up. I mean, that's the way that the stats are presented. You can go right now, get the app, get yourself into a car and become an Uber driver. The new economy is where you make money. And then we have the fractional stock buying through Robinhood. This app will let you pay any amount of money and put it into a particular stock. You own a fraction of a share. That means if you've only got $5 to spare, but you want to get some Amazon stock, you can do that. You can absolutely do it. So once you finish your shift with Uber, you got to find out how much money you got left over after all your bills are paid, and you drop the rest in some Amazon stock and watch it grow, grow, grow. Now, I did see some news about Robinhood, how they were selling people's data, and then that company was front running the trades. But why look at that information? Why not just look at fractional stock trading so that you can take part in the longest bull market in history? And then to finish off, take a look at this. You're looking at Mark Zuckerberg in front of a crowd of people with the virtual reality glasses, and you see the future. That's what this is. You're going to be able to sit there and put a screen an inch away from your face, and you will be able to have a fantastic life, because now you're not going to need to leave your house. Now you're not going to have to get up from your couch to do anything. You can order your food online. online, you can order your drinks online, you can order things for your home online, and all you gotta do is strap this to your face and sit there and enjoy the world. This is the new economy. You want that information to be beamed directly into the brain if it's possible, but for now, this is what we're gonna have to deal with. We're gonna put these masks on and we're gonna be completely submerged in the technology so that we can consume, because that is the ultimate goal of being part of the country. You need to consume. 70% of the economy is consumption, and if you're not buying every day, every penny you have, if you're saving money, that's bad. You got to spend it. So buy the goggles, put them on, and support the economy. That's all for this video. If you found it informative, hit that thumbs up button. I know a lot of people wanted to see positive videos. Where's all the positive news? Well, this is an entire video focused on the fantastic economy, the best we've seen in human history. That's a quote that I just read. If you want to learn how to build a business, I created a free e-course. It's available at the AmazonGPS.com. If you want to learn about financial information, financial education, every step is available in these two books. Check them out at the link in the description. If you want the audiobook, themoneygps.com. Are you looking for different types of videos that I've done? Well, this playlist right here, How To and Solutions, gives you so much. A lot of people that are on my channel, they see the daily videos. They've never looked into the How To and Solutions playlist. Definitely check it out, and I'll see you there.